got Diabetes Ninja with me.
Top of the morning.
And I got Versus Castlevania here, which I think is pronounced Versus. It's going to feel real dumb if it's pronounced like VS Castlevania. Viz. So, a little background before we start. The Versus arcade series is something Nintendo did to try to use up more hardware, and they kind of started introducing Nintendo games to America. Like, Super Mario Brothers was actually on the Versus hardware before it got in Nintendo port. All that good stuff. Most of the games use dual screens and multiplayer functions. Konami didn't really do that stuff, but they released some games. So, this is Castlevania. It's more or less the NES version of Castlevania, but sharper graphics, a little bit different placements for some of the items, and Justice is looking at me hard because I
have a deep feeling that you are fucking with me right now.
I'm not fucking with you. All those things are true. Here's the catch. Here's the catch that you're waiting for.
Okay.
The difficulty is a little higher because they wanted your quarters. And Castlevania was already a pretty...
Arcade. Gotcha.
Right. So this is kind of going to be like the Castlevania 1 challenge. How far can you get? Now, you have to pay for continues, but since it's a ROM,
right,
it's basically back to infinite continues like the original. So we're not going to get any inherent advantage. With that said, I'm going to pass the sticks over to Justice.
So this is the arcade archives version available on the PlayStation 4 Marketplace?
Yeah, don't look at that, because I actually went and fixed all the buttons so that jump and whip are intuitive.
What is it with you and just changing the control schemes?
L1 for... yeah.
What? Yeah, no, that's much more intuitive, you're right.
So you really need a side-by-side comparison, because at a glance you could be convinced this looks exactly like the NES game. But, the NES game is a lot muddier.
Oh.
What?
What the fuck? Instant whip upgrades.
I told you some of the items are different. So we played this game. It's already on the channel. We played it with our buddy Jonathan, who goes by November Sky these days.
Sure.
You don't remember that? We were actually all drunk when we did that. Put the link to that for Shobo. Appreciate it.
It was like
yes, it was like 3 years ago. For one, he still lived in Florida.
Is the pro strategy...
Holy shit!
Is
what the fuck?
Is the best strategy for winning in caravan mode to
First off, not only did I die in 3 hits, one of those hits was a combo. No! Oh, I'm so terrified. I'm so scared right now. I've never been this scared in the first level of Castlevania. I was on fucking
how many ticks did it take for a hit?
I don't remember. A lot. Slightly over a third.
It takes 2 in the NES, so what? Talking 3 maybe here?
Yeah, Whew!
So was there organic demand for this to ever come out?
But this came out before or like right before the NES port came out.
No, I want the app. Where's the app?
Well, I mean, for this to have made it to the PlayStation 4 Marketplace, was anybody asking for this?
Yo, the fucking zombies, can you stop?
I think the reason it's here is that...
Are you not in?
It's one of the rarest Versus game boards.
Ah.
Because
the ROM... Look at this!
That's funny. Yeah, so the ROM can't be dumped because of the specific board they use. It's called a daughter board. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that means. But basically, you can't just grab it and dump the ROM. So, before this, there were very few ways you could actually play this game. And it's one of the rarer ones. So I think they just had the rights to it, and were like, shit, let's throw it on there.
I don't remember ever being this low on time.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
No, it's good.
I wish I had a face cam.
Alright, I also have to fucking move. That's fine.
So if a person got acclimated to speedrunning Castlevania 1, would they be pretty acclimated to the challenges inherent to this?
I have no idea, man. I don't know if a different enemy placement fucks it all up or not.
Oh, absolutely, if you're speedrun.
Yeah, because they manipulate.
Also,
Pretty hard.
you are not going to be doing any of those. I know for speedruns, you're able to manipulate your aerial knockback to get to platforms faster.
Yep, that is not going to be.
When you take half health when you get touched by something, you're not doing that.
Yep. Also, platforms are going to be.
Are you going to make that noise the whole 30 seconds? Oh, you really are. Huh? Where's the fucking axe? Well, the,
I never knew there was a countdown.
Oh, you never lived that long, huh?
No, I've never. I think the countdown. Fuck.
It started at under 200 seconds.
Where's the axe? Am I just a dumb bastard? There it is. Dude, this boss fight without the axe is not something I was looking to do. That's just points.
Dude, you're getting wrecked.
It does look like the bosses might have less health.
Man, it's been... Wow.
I mean, when they kill you in 2 hits, they goddamn bet. What? Do I want to register my... No.
So I have a confession to make.
What? What's that?
What? So it is true that this is harder than the NES version.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
God, I really hadn't noticed.
But I did come in here and set it to the hardest difficulty before I invited you over.
I'm killing this bad.
Are you gonna do it?
I'm killing this fucking bad.
This video is now the hardest Castlevania challenge.
And I've never even... I don't think I've actually beaten Dracula on the original, so... I'm not proud of that. But he's fucking hard. Well, actually, he's not even hard. Getting to him is hard.
That hallway.
Death. Death. The Medusa hallway followed by death immediately.
I've beaten that section like maybe one time. Dude, yeah, it starts off at under 200 seconds. That's not true in the NES version. So, the Famicom Disc version was out by the time the Versus cabinet was released, so they had a template they were going with. So Ninja, what's your history with the franchise?
Playing Harmony of Dissonance right now, and never really finished any of them outside of oh man, the PS1. I forgot Symphony of the Night. That's the one that I've finished, but that was in the 90s, and I probably couldn't do it cold right now. I'd have to get reacclimated. I'm more familiar with Harmony of Dissonance at this point, but I'm familiar with its historical significance. And here recently I've been looking at speedruns of it because Summoning Salt had a recent video about Castlevania 1, and so I've gotten familiar with Castlevania 1 because of his videos.
Wow, dude.
Okay.
Dude, the temperature in the room is rising up. The
That's
anchor.
good. That's fine. I am
Man.
perfectly chilled.
Yeah.
Chilled to perfection.
The speedrun for this game is really fun to watch. I love it.
Dude, I'm gonna give me an urn there. That's very helpful. Fucking zombie. Alright, I can only get hit once. Let's do this. I don't even want that. Fuck.
Oh my god.
100% my fault. I want to get a little bit of extra hearts and a fucking whip upgrade. And I know you guys can drop it, so line up. There you go. Alright, well. Ooh. Okay, we're
Dude,
we're not having the best start, but you know, we're getting it. We're gonna.
Little Timmy is spending all of his mother's money trying to beat this game.
I don't think they sent it to this mode in the arcade. You know what? They might have, honestly.
Yeah.
I want to get the heart and that lamp behind me, but they are spawning at like a perfect frequency.
Also, you're playing this on a really bad arcade joystick, so you can picture how that works.
I'm not too worried about the time. I got plenty. It's just a boss fight. I need the whip up. I guess I don't need the whip upgrade. I'm not gonna be hitting this thing with a whip, right? I don't have enough hearts to kill it with the axe. Ah, there we go. Never mind. There's a guaranteed.
Alright, you're going to need the double thing, because it allows you to throw twice the axe.
But jumping in here is so dangerous. Okay, it's not that bad. Woo! Oh my god! Huh.
Does he move exactly like his Castlevania 1 counterpart?
I have no idea.
I've never had to fight his Castlevania 1 counterpart more than once. And I genuinely can't tell you what his moveset is. It's just, like...
I mean, you've played the game more than once. You just...
No, I mean, I fought it more than once. I've never died to it.
had to figure it out more than once.
Yeah, I've never had to figure it out at all, because it does little enough damage that you can pretty much axe spam your way through it. Actually, you just spawn.
That's alright, you got this. Alright, you got full health. An axe.
He's gonna dip. He's not gonna dip, never mind.
That was the dip.
No, the dip is where he like, does a reverse parabola. This is a bad use of it, to be fair.
Are you serious?
And I am out of hearts.
Don't forget you could duck.
Actually, good for you.
We're having a good time already, guys.
I remember you doing a similar setting us up for failure thing with what was it, the one with Maria in it, the one that came out on the computer. Rondo of Blood, right? I remember you were like, yeah, I'll go ahead and pick up the 6 now, but I'm going to be playing with Maria. And then she's like,
Oh, I didn't set you up for failure. You unlocked. It was Clifton unlocks Maria, and then just doesn't use Maria because nobody thinks to read the words change character.
I'm just saying, putting him on the hardest difficulty right now. It's trying to do something. I know. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's not up to the challenge. He is. He clearly wants this.
What's your favorite? I have a lot of love for one, honestly, but my the love's going away. But my favorite is my favorite's probably one of the newer ones. I really liked Portugal Ruin, and I know that like that's probably not most people's favorite. But I like the newer ones, the more explorative ones, and I really liked the double character setup that it had, where you could swap out basically an entirely new playstyle just like that.
Right.
I thought that was a lot of fun. I went to crouch and whip, but I was, too close to the stairs. It was bad, man. Fuck off.
I would have to say Bloodstain.
Is my favorite. Okay,
Castlevania.
Bloodstain is pretty good. I actually still don't think it's my favorite.
I don't count it, but
it is very good. Oh, I forgot to shoot fireballs.
I might actually go Rondo of Blood.
Rondo of Blood's very good. It's the one with the branching paths, right?
That's three different branching paths.
What did I?
Well, wait, Rondo Blood has them, but
Well, no. In our video before, I asked, "Do you consider this like the beginning of the Metroidvania approach, and you said no, and then
Nope. Because it's not explorative, it just has, like, forks in the road that immediately come back to itself. It's not the same thing.
It's a shame my ancestors live on camera.
Right.
I wanted the X, but I didn't want to respawn the zombie.
oh, can you round him? No.
Cool.
Oh, I know what my favorite. I think I might have to change my answer on my favorite Castlevania.
Oh, yeah?
Holy Diver is really good.
I love Holy Diver. We should play it after this. Oh.
Should have jumped. Gosh!
He would have survived.
I think if I would have crouched.
Yep.
Mm.
Have you seen the Japanese version of Simon's Quest? It is dog shit. It loads every time you leave the screen. And it's like 8-second load screen time.
What was you telling me about recently, where it has to load every screen and also it doesn't like scroll, or it has to load every room and also each screen is a new room?
The town scroll, and there are certain like stretches.
No, it wasn't Castlevania. It was something else that you and
Oh no, it's Zelda Adventure on CDI. Every screen is its own room, and it has to load.
Alright, unfortunate. Good start.
Oh yeah, hang on.
The bet's dead! Fuck you,
Nice.
bet! I'm gonna grab this.
Can you imagine run out of that time limit before you grab it?
Do you want stage 2?
Sure, I'll take stage 2. Mix Master on the sticks.
Dude, this is pretty cool. I mean, I haven't beaten Dracula in the original, and I should do that before I come back to try and beating this on the hardest, but that was a fun first level. Oh, that's the cross, dude. You're gonna want... Oh! Enemy drops seem to be a bit more varied in this game, though. Because I was getting sub-weapon drops constantly.
Okay.
Which, is a blessing and a curse.
Oh no.
It's not worth it.
Okay. Oh, don't need to do that.
Hold on.
Oh. Okay, hang on. Get this.
Oh, so you actually get to continue from
At the
where you
same
were at.
no, it's the same spot as the NES one. This is just the beginning of
So yeah, it takes you back to the beginning of the stage.
But that's still, it's still going to be beatable now.
Oh, yeah. Again, they want your quarters, and you're not going to put your quarters in there if it's going to take you back to the beginning of the game anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh. Dude, how many people have played the original Castlevania and they're like, it's pretty good. My issue is it's a little on the easy side. Like, it doesn't punish you for mistakes as much as I would like it to.
Right. Alright, here we go.
As far as soundtracks go, one was just so iconic that I just... There have been definitely Castlevanias with as good a soundtrack, but I don't know, man.
What has the best soundtrack? That might be the one thing where Simon's Quest does a really good job. Because Simon's Quest's soundtrack is really good.
That knife is in the same spot.
Yep.
And that's in the same spot.
Yep.
I mean, Symphony is also iconic.
Who was it? Michiru Yamana did the soundtrack to that? She also did, Bloodstained.
Yeah,
Oh
so
no!
Right here, if you jump up on the left side of that screen
Oh yeah, the speedrun strat?
and get hit by a Medusa head, it'll always knock you away from where your character's facing, I believe.
Yeah.
So you can...
No matter what physically makes sense.
Yeah, that's...
Oh no.
Like sometimes people will do what you just did, where you'll, there's a way to kind of jump while facing the other way.
Yeah. I do not like the idea of people tanking hits. People who are not me taking hits. Okay. Alright, here we
He
go.
does in 2 hits, just like you.
Oh my god, I don't have the time. Here we go. This is brutal.
Is it?
Yes.
So, let's get existential and heady for a second.
Oh dear.
No, why did I do that?
Speaking of heads.
Basically...
No, no!
You
Ah!
were saved!
I overthought!
Everyone overthinks it. That's the power of that pattern.
So, we are probably closing in on all the historically important games and a bunch of just obscure, weird games, all being readily and cheaply available, and the library, the lexicon, will be readily
Why
available
did
to
I
anybody
do
who wants it.
that?
So, what do you think that, it just feels like a lot of companies are, like, reliant on re-releasing stuff these days.
Oh,
And-
definitely. I mean, Nintendo makes probably a ton of its money on just re-releasing its old hits.
Which is fine. I mean, the technology gap between the old setups and like new TVs and stuff is so big that this is gonna re-releasing is the only way they're gonna get played.
No, this has a purpose.
We don't.
Re-releasing things between the Wii U and the Switch, a little less so, but
Well, but see, this is what I'm saying, like,
That's
the
what it's
purposeful stuff,
That's just
and,
Nintendo admitting that the Wii U, nobody cares.
well, not even getting, not even zooming in specifically on Nintendo, but just thinking about, like, how we have access to most of the important stuff and some of the just cool, niche, difficult to acquire stuff. Like, that was, fortunate. I'm just,
that's a knife. Oh,
I don't have an item, so. See, I don't even find it that odd of a deal because now we can do it, and movies have been doing it forever. Most major movie studios like re-release their stuff more than they release new things. You know?
I think that my question was really going to be, do you think that as we have more opportunity to do it, and like basically, if you think of the entire lexicon as being like a video game buffet where you can probably just have what you want already, or if like we're closing in on that. I just wonder if the marketplace is going to. You feel like there's like diminishing returns going to be setting in relatively soon, I guess is what I'm really trying to ask. Do you guys think that
how much money do you think Mario needs to make, and it's what the fuck?
So, how responsive would you say the controls are?
Like this delay on it.
I mean, it's Castlevania. You either like it or you don't.
So, somebody who has only played Harmony of Distance, Bloodlines, and Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, nowhere near that level.
You have to fully commit to every action you do. And then some.
So it's like lots of preparatory.
So, like, you know how sometimes I'll just do this? It's because I can't move in air other than what I've predetermined.
Yeah, you have 3 jump arcs in this game, and they are determined the second you hit jump.
There is no
There's
light.
a fourth one that like requires AI manipulation and stuff, or like collision detection.
Yeah,
is what I say.
you can glitch through things. Sure. But that's not really a different jump arc.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for re-releasing the older games. In fact, I'd like them to re-release more of the older games. There are so many games.
Yeah, a lot of them were tied up on licensing now.
Yeah, I know, that's the other thing. To another part of your question, like, we're never going to get all of the old libraries, because, like, some of the old Nintendo X-Men games, we're not getting those.
We're not getting Lone Ranger, for instance.
Yeah. Watch out.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, these things will always kill you on a hit, right?
I think...
No, they kill you on hit, I know.
I can't remember if they took 4 or 1. Or 4 or, like, rather, sorry.
No, I'm pretty sure it's considered just like being crushed instantly.
So the answer to your question is, you guys' threshold is not even being approached, basically. Like, keep all the old stuff coming. You still want, like, of all the stuff that you would have ever wanted, less than 50% of it's out, is what you're saying.
I would like more of the old stuff. I would also like people not to let that take away from making new stuff.
Well, see,
I don't think it usually does.
I don't buy in that argument either. I don't think they would like be hitting us with a bunch of new IPs.
You don't need a new team to re-release Castlevania.
Right.
Yeah, and I know you get diminishing returns, and that Castlevania will eventually make less and less money.
Huh, the Medusa head just disappeared.
I'm
This
okay
one
with
didn't. If only you had the cloak.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Only I had the holy water. That's what I really need.
I called it the cloak on accident because I think we used to think that's what it was. The little stopwatch. You can perma-freeze her and just kill her with it.
Yep. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Woo!
I'm gonna pass it on to Diabetes Ninja.
Alright, so, full disclosure. Not gonna give you guys any false pretenses. I don't know what to do.
Next jump, square whips, that's all I need!
Well, you know, circle also whips and triangle also jumps.
Who cares? Also, why did we need 2 jump buttons and 2 whip buttons? Why did you have to make a crescent?
So that either way that you prefer it,
You made an intuitive.
the thumb, yeah, it's intuitive. See, you didn't even ask which was which, you just started whipping and jumping.
Yeah, because all I needed to know was X jump, square whips.
Cool. So by default, it's like reverse.
That's fine. I would figure that out.
No, yeah, and you would have changed it. Because it's dog shit.
When you say intuitive, do you mean mirrors other Castlevania games that have come out recently?
It also does that.
Well, then it's not intuitive. Like, it's...
Well, see, if you
It's
would
in
have
line with
figured that, if
convention.
you would have figured that like circle should whip and not square, it would have worked.
So why does triangle jump?
So that if you want to rest your thumb with triangle jumping and circle whipping.
I just don't think we need a triangle jump. I think it could have stayed the credit button.
Also, you went to a lot of trouble, R. I appreciate you having set this up for us. I don't mean to undermine. I need to... I don't know why my first response is always to undermine you.
Yeah, you do. Wow, he took that like a champ. That, Medusa is weak to that, though, so if you hold on to it, you'll be sent pretty...
So weak to the stopwatch.
She's weak to that as well. It completely demolishes her.
Items were so cool in this game.
Yes.
Essential.
Well, I mean,
Well,
now that we're
I'm
playing
trying to
versus
think of a-
Castlevania, it is.
I'm trying to think of another platformer that did items the same way. And I'm drawing a blank.
Mario 3.
Not really. I guess they had an expanded like library of items, but I feel like you still mostly did mushroom flower. But you can get the cape, you could get the shield.
How do
You're
you
not
continue?
gonna
How do you continue?
L1.
L1, and then
Options.
stop options.
Alright.
I like how when you enter a quarter, it does not reset the timer. What pricks?
Well, what they don't need to keep you once they've taken your quarter. Honestly, if they take the quarter and then make you restart anyway,
Yeah,
that's just more money they're gonna get.
They know that they're never gonna see you again. You're not coming back to this.
What's the name of the game we were just playing where I had this exact conversation where I was like, they backloaded all this shit because they knew if this was in the first level, you weren't trying to complete this game.
Oh, Sengoku 3? Or Sengoku?
Yeah. The ground is tornadoes and the air is all enemies that I'm spawning constantly. Give me them quarters, boys. Ah!
Man, what is the most unfair arcade game of all time?
Hard driving. I still don't know what to fucking do about it.
Does Kid Icarus have a versus game? Because I would be that.
I do think that House of the Dead needs to be on this list.
Oh, House of the Dead 1, there's actually no
That
way to
final
get through
boss munches your money.
There's no way to actually do the final boss without getting hit at
He
least like
quite
once.
literally takes your lunch money.
Yep. So probably that.
We played the newer one when we were at the arcade. Yeah.
Oh yes, the one where you're in the mansion, Scarlet something.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It's really fun. I love it.
I also hadn't played House of the Dead in a long time at that point in time, so I was not ready for them to be like, "Hey, you having fun with the zombies? Are you getting tired of regular zombies? Would you like wall-running ninja zombies?"
Guns N' Roses, but they're zombies.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Which is weird, because at the time he was my favorite. 100% the best.
Oh yeah. The arcade cabinet's actually really cool too. You sit down and it's got like lights and rumbles. It's got fans in it to simulate like zombie breath behind you or some shit. It has to cost like $30,000. I don't believe for a second that machine costs less to make.
For a second there,
When you die on the stairs, it's the animation or lack thereof is hilarious. You're gonna want the whip upgrade. You're gonna want that too. Fuck it. There you go. I think hearts probably help.
I appreciate you guys are giving me the benefit of the doubt that I will ever make it to Medusa's Head.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I didn't know you could change course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to beat all of Castlevania's castle, or Dracula's castle rather.
Oh, I'm glad.
We just have to do the first room, and then he probably want to attack my village afterwards.
I took out his bat just to like show him I meant business.
And then I moved villages
Hey, and he's gonna
far
be like,
away.
holy shit, he took out my bat? I'm gonna fuck with that guy.
I'm trying to picture.
I mean, yeah, they burned my wife, but
I'm trying to picture the TV show
the TV, the
Dracula
Netflix series
saying
Dracula.
anything remotely close to "They destroyed that giant bed in the hallway. I'd best not tingle with that one." Like, there's no way.
I love that he straight up does the Castlevania 1 teleport.
He wouldn't even he wouldn't attack Simon for killing the bat. Not because he's scared, because he's like, who gives a shit?
It's the fucking bat.
It's the fucking
That's
bat.
probably Godbrand. Who gives a shit?
Oh, it probably was Godbrand. Do you think Godbrand's supposed to be the bat from Castlevania 1?
No.
I think it's...
Absolutely not. I think that's just a bat.
Alright. No, I mean if the show did that as a reference.
No, I don't think so.
That'd be funny.
Godbrand is funny on his own.
Ninja, we need you to watch the show.
I don't even need you to commit to the full thing. Just watch season 1. It's less than a movie. It's
It's
4
episodes long.
They're half-hour episodes, basically.
What was talking about?
Castlevania.
Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. You going there again?
I mean, yeah, I'll make this the last one, in the interest of...
Guys, I wanted to showcase more than just level 2, but we have played this game before on the channel.
Well,
I want to say for most of it, we didn't get past level 2 because we were drunk. We're going to have to do a real Castlevania video where we've either practiced this or we're playing a game that actually wants us to play. Showcase it off a little bit more.
Holy dive.
Right? We should definitely play that on the channel. Recording things on the NES is kind of an issue and a half, but we'll make it happen. Ninja's gotta try it before we do the recording before we go for it, though. I want us to start the video and then just beat the game in one go.
I do want to beat it anyway.
Which is a tall order, by the way, because the game's hard.
The game's pretty tough. I did never feel like it was unfair.
It
I always felt like when I got hit with my bolt, like the patterns are hard.
the patterns are hard. It's a little bit like Mega Man 2. Especially if you've never seen it before, it's really hard.
Hard as balls, but like, it's your fault.
You could do it.
They don't spawn enemies directly inside of you like that. Jump.
I was hoping that I could just really Mr. Fantastic get my whip all the way over there. Alright, well. Alright. I don't know what that does,
Now
but...
you can dagger him from over here. So that's better for you.
That was amazing.
Oh, yeah, see that.
Alright, so once I go up this staircase, I need to reach real quick, right? To beat the Medusa head?
No, don't rush forward because you'll get knocked.
Where do I...
Yeah.
Or just jump. Nah, crap. Yeah, and then jump over this one. You want to, like, try to jump to the platform while it's at the lowest point of its trajectory.
Alright, well, we appreciate you guys coming through and looking at us, and tolerating our brand of
If
talent-free.
anyone watching this can beat this game on the hardest difficulty, absolutely tag me in that Twitter. Like, at MixMasterLord. Definitely let me know. I want to see it. And I'll retweet it too. Let's see who can be the first one to beat this game.
I mean, somebody's already beaten it.
I mean, they don't count though, because I didn't know it was a thing yet.
Well, anyway, my appetite for punishment has been met. Thanks again for looking at us, guys.
Do you think Simon's resting, or is he like hesitating?
He's got to stretch.
He's wondering if
He's
life is a
stretching those
simulation.
hammies.
He's trying to figure out if life is a simulation. Like, you think they're out there somewhere?